Well, Oklahoma Career Tech is leading the way in developing curriculum for students interested in law enforcement, part of which includes a training exercise that has grown quite a bit since its inception in 2007. And our Lisa Hines was there as the action got underway at this year's Puppy Strike 4.
Planes, trains,
Go, 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 go!
even automobiles. These students see it all.
Because this is real world.
Mark American Horse is the criminal justice instructor at Central Tech in Sapulpa, Oklahoma, and says what the students learn through the Puppy Strike training scenario will someday save lives, even their own.
Unfortunately, you can't put that in a little box and say, here's the amount of hours that you should spend not dying.
And that's exactly the reason behind this yearly training exercise.
So what we do is really proactive, as opposed to gathering a bunch of people saying, this has happened, how do we all work together?
Traveling to a local train yard, students are here for something they can't experience sitting in a classroom.
Strike two, what's your status? Strike two.
And that's really the direction that we believe that that training across the nation should be going. So for these students, the great thing about it for them is that in their entire career, they will probably not have a training exercise of this magnitude.
It even extends beyond Oklahoma's borders. Jim Atari is with the Career and Technology Center in Williamston, South Carolina.
It is an outstanding opportunity for my students to get some real-life experience, to work with people from actual law enforcement agencies, and to put themselves in a situation where they're not going to get hurt, but they could realize what could happen to them. That's real-life experience that's very, very hard to get, almost like virtual bull riding, without having to worry about getting gored by the bull.
Back in Oklahoma, students are to secure computers hidden in this train yard. What they find is a shootout. Airsoft pellets flying everywhere.
He did nail me.
Stinging where real bullets would kill.
My wife is listening to this. Sorry, honey, I'm not coming home.
Despite the casualties, the criminal justice students were able to secure the computers and arrest the bad guys. Bad guys played by fellow students from the Network Security Administration program. Brian Babcock is the class instructor.
The biggest part of it is gets them out of the classroom. We get into a real world environment, gives them an opportunity to see the parts of the things that they have learned that integrate with other careers and other career paths. If any of my students have a feeling towards technology that it can be exploited to someone's benefit, by the end of this scenario, they understand that without a question, you're going to be caught.
Tough lessons to learn, but ones that first-year student Dylan Odell says makes him a better student.
It's an amazing program. Mark American Horse is the real deal. He is an amazing, amazing teacher. He's one of the, this is actually the first time I've ever woke up and wanted to go to school, wanted to learn.
Come down!
And learn they did.
You've got to get the door open!
Robert, you got that drum? I can't get close to the front unless you get that.
It was noise, confusion, all of us really, really wanted to win, but it was noisy, there was a lot of confusion. No one knew what to do, a lot of people panicked, everyone was scared, but like I said, it was Mr. American Horse's training that got us through.
Pull that thing from the bottom and close the door!
Because he teaches us whenever we're in such tough situations that everything's going wrong, he teaches us to stop and work the problem. What happened? Slow it down.
You got to remember, got to stay focused on the objective. What's the objective? Computers. Right. I could have thrown a rock and hit this guy up on top, and I don't know why you guys.
Now for second-year student Scotty Friend, this year was better than last.
A lot better. We actually won this year. We did win last year. We all got blowed up. The only difference is that I didn't get shot last year and I got shot this year.
Ouch. But it's an experience that gets police departments to notice the students.
Recruiters at various police departments come up and say, hey, do you have anybody coming up this year? Because as the students go through the program and get hired, they tend to shine a little brighter, and they're always looking for good recruits.
A chance to prepare for the real world in the safety of a class setting where mistakes aren't quite so deadly.